I like that little slug thing on the stairs. That was fun.
They're kind of a problem. He was shooting his goo at me and infecting me with worms.
Ain't that always the way?
Welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is Paul Giamatti as Dr. Satan.
And I am Sideways. Another Paul Giamatti. Wait. Dr. Satan's from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Is he?
Is Paul Giamatti in that movie?
Is he? Is he? All right, Mr.
Is he Dr. Satan?
He's Dr. Satan. He's not Dr. Satan in that movie.
Did he kill Chris Hardwick?
He's Dr. Satan in that animated Rob Zombie movie.
Tell me again how I will gain all the sudsy powers of hell!
El Super Beasto?
El Super Beasto.
Yeah.
They used to run that on cable.
That was one of the first movies I watched on Netflix when I first got... Stop shooting me! I'm busy. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing something.
Are we? What are we doing? Where are we? Set this up. I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't matter.
I get the distinct feeling that you don't want me to know.
Quit asking questions that don't concern you.
This is a form of abuse. He keeps me in the dark and reliant on him, and then he can treat me however he wants because he knows I need him.
It's true. There is no show. I have thought about doing the show solo one time. Just let me finish.
Ouch.
Shut the hell up.
See?
Let me finish.
See how he is?
If you were sick or something like that, most of the time, because we record these once a week.
If there was some kind of emergency where we could not be together because we don't have a way to make this show on like Zoom or anything, we have to do this in the same room. So yes, if an emergency happened and we needed to put out an episode and I was unavailable.
We can't be together anymore.
I'm super offended that you would even think of something like that.
Yeah, because
it shows your complete lack of faith in me, in the show, and our relationship. It's very telling. All right.
We hung out today in person.
Very telling.
We hung out today, and it's wearing thin.
Maybe we don't do two things in one day.
Somebody might say you've overstayed your welcome in my life.
Oh, some would say that?
Some would say...
Is it your wife? Did your wife say that?
Yes. It's fine, though.
I know it wasn't this dog, because she loves me.
No, that dog loves you.
Aww. Yeah, sniff the microphone.
Takes a while for Great Danes to warm up to people.
Just sniff the microphone.
Which can be intimidating for the normies, because, they're both 100-plus pounds.
Yeah.
One's, respectively, 120 pounds, 130 pounds, respectively.
One weighs what I weigh, and the other weighs slightly more.
I don't think they're that big. Like, people are like, wow, your dogs are huge. And I go, I fucking guess.
They're big dogs. They're small people.
Yeah, they're just little guys.
Do you know a scrawny guy in your life? He's Great Dane sized.
Oh, Watson? The Great Dane? Yeah, him.
Built like a 10-speed bike.
I'm shifting up. Use the left shifter. You're doing it wrong. That's all you do is do it wrong.
Who are you fighting currently?
Just dudes.
I'd like to know more about this cathedral thing you're in.
So we're playing Dark Souls 3 Convergence. Right now we're in the Cathedral of the Deep. And things are a little different. Last time I was here, this little area was not flooded.
Oh.
But it's flooded as like a basement might get flooded. It's
ankle deep.
Ankle deep, right.
Ankle deep.
It's somewhat flooded. It's Blood Pressure Jones. It's him. No, this is Blood Pressure Paul.
Oh, Paul. His name is Robert Paulson. In life, we are Blood Pressure Jones.
There's two dudes. Come over here. Aggro over here.
Yeah, get over here.
Come over here and I'll fight you. But you have to come over here first. Quit throwing your weird shit at me. I'll throw my weird shit. Ow.
Yeah, you have an axe this time.
Did I have an axe last time?
I don't remember the axe as much.
Oh, no.
Blood loss.
Oh, he got me.
What?
Blood Pressure Paul finally killed his evil twin, Blood Pressure Jones.
Like Salt and my grandpa.
Was your grandpa a slug?
No, it's bad for your blood pressure.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I immediately went to him like, oh, his grandfather, he was probably a slug.
His grandfather was a slug.
Somebody poured salt on him. That's how it all went sideways. I gotcha.
You know one thing we need to talk about
blung, blung.
This episode.
Turn your phone off. We're in a theater.
That has come up in real life. Yeah, you're a little on edge. Just a little bit.
I'm all right.
The toys, and when I say toys, I really mean fidgety things.
Right, yeah.
That we do with our hands to occupy our minds while we do other things.
Yeah.
You got a new one. and I am dying to get my hands on it.
What'd I get? Oh, that thing.
I got a set of like those like interlinking keys and little twisted pieces of metal that you have to like untwist. It's like a brain teaser, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those. So when you told me that you picked one up, I was like, well, I got to see this bad boy.
It's awesome. It's one of those like brain teaser puzzles.
I want to feel the weight of it
All right, feel it. Hang on.
in my hand, and I'll let you people
There you go. If it
just
falls apart,
envision what he's...
if it falls apart, then you figured it out. Congratulations. I cracked the code.
Oh, yeah, I like this. This has a good weight to it.
Its mysteries are revealed to me.
You know, some of those feel real light, and there's no satisfaction in the clinks and stuff. I like this one.
It's a level 5, and that means it's difficult.
Level 5,
level
yeah.
6 are very difficult.
Level 5 is like I can get it apart, but there's no way I'm putting it back together.
Right.
Level 6 is like, don't touch that. I'll never get it back together.
I managed to get it apart, and I had kind of a hard time getting it back together. And it's funny because on the box, when I went to open it, it says, get it apart and then get it back together, stupid.
Yeah, basically. That's why I'm playing with it without trying to take it apart, because I don't want it to come apart.
I think putting stupid on the packaging was a little
Well, you
kind of
know,
mean, honestly. A little mean.
look, brain teasers aren't for the weak, you know? It's a man's sport. It's real manly stuff going on.
I love it. One person gets up and the dogs are like, "Where are you going?" I'll come with you. I'll come with you. I'd feel better.
You know what? I better
If
just
I came
go.
with you.
I better just go.
I'm just gonna come with
It's
you.
easier if I
It'll be
just
fine.
come.
You're going to the bathroom? Is it safe? I'll tag along. It's fine.
I should keep your perimeter while you're vulnerable. You know?
fine.
That's what they're doing.
The squeaker's got to go. Though.
Trying to help us.
Got to get rid of the squeaker.
You'd think that we would remember squeakers exist before we hit record. We never do.
She's just hacking up a lung over
We
there,
never
too.
do. Look, dogs are alive. They make noises.
They do. It's hilarious.
Hey, funny thing about living beings. Sometimes they make noise
Look
by
at the funny
existing.
little sounds the boxer makes. Why does it do that? Its face is wrong.
It
Its
cannot breathe.
parents are brother and sister.
It is 2 generations away from not being able to breathe at all.
I like looking up like which dogs are more related to wolves than other dogs, and I think the Shih Tzu, which we have one, is more related to other dogs, like more related to wolves rather than other dogs might be.
Sure.
I'm gonna get the squeaker, but I'm fighting a guy and I can't move.
I know.
right.
They really got you over a barrel here. They know it. They can take advantage of it right now. Your hands are occupied.
You're just gonna keep squeaking.
Fucking Squeaker City over here. Fantastic.
You're going down, Paul. You piece of shit.
But we didn't go out today for brain teasers. We just hung out. That was nice.
I didn't find any brain teasers. You and I shopping in stores. It's quick. It's quick. We make quick work of stores. We pop in there. We do a quick a quick 360 through the store, and we're like, you know what? I don't want any of this crap.
Honestly, most stores I'm not interested in. If it is a store I'm interested in, then I'm usually interested in one thing there.
Sure.
And if they don't have it, then I'm done and I'm ready to get out of the store. So yeah, it starts being very quick. Like we did an entire mall today in about an hour,
It was quick. It was
including eating.
tight. Yeah.
So yeah, we found stuff. We both got stuff that we wanted, and it was a successful trip. It was great. Neither of us felt rushed. It was just like, yeah, let's browse here. All right, and we're good. Let's browse the next place.
And yeah, we're all set. Let's get out of here.
All right,
See ya.
good.
Like a dude over there, way over there, hitting me with his goo.
Now, if you want to go to like the park or sitting in a sculpture park outdoors or something like that, then I'm down to hang out there all day and just kind of exist. That's cool. But if you take me to a place with a bunch of people, I generally want to get it done pretty quick.
Yeah. I kind of know what I want here.
And look, the mall was popping today.
It was. It's weird. It's weird to go to a mall that's busy. You're like, wait a second. I thought malls were dying. And
The only footage I've seen of and I've taken the brain teaser apart. Oops.
oh, you got it apart? Hell yeah. Now put it back together.
My dexterous fingers.
My dancer's fingers got it apart. No problem.
Ladies love my dexterity.
Getting that thing back together is tricky, though. You're going to have a bad time. I assure you.
I already am.
I already am. I'm already having a bad time.
Spoiler alert, I already feel terrible
So-
because, as established, I was trying not to take this apart.
When you get a brain teaser apart, there's that anxiety of, great, now it's never going back together. Now I've ruined everything.
Now whenever anybody sees this, they're going to look at it and go, you know why it's apart? Because he's stupid.
Look at him, he can't get it back together. What
He's stupid, they all chant in unison.
Is he stupid? A little? Look at him, he can't even get the thing back together.
Idiot. Idiot.
Look at him, he can't even count.
She's autistic. She can't help it.
Yeah, I'm autistic.
How many toothpicks is that? I don't know, 100? It's 4.
It's 4. Why would you think that?
It's a good bit. It's a good bit. But no, I'm not going to try to put this together while we're doing the show, because that would just be you doing the show alone like you apparently want.
You really got that thing messed up, too. You got it mangled over there.
I do not. It's in distinct pieces. I just made a pile.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice pile. I'll get it back together. I kind of know how to... I've only ever had to take it apart once and get it back together once.
Well,
I kind of remember how it goes back
Get ready
together.
for your second try.
Guess what? Guess what you get to do after this? You get to edit the show and...
And here's a little homework for
A
you.
little homework. A little extra.
Something for you to take home.
It took me a while because I also have the lament configuration from Hellraiser.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And
You opened the box. We came.
so it came kind of apart. It came with some chains that were outside the box.
Oh, right.
The game, if you will, was take it apart, put the chains back in the box, and then put the box back together. So the Cenobites don't come and ruin my life.
Right.
They did it anyway, but
Well, you know what? They don't come unless you call.
The box. You opened it. We came.
I have a cube that is very much similar to your lament cube, but it's not Hellraiser. It's just wooden, and it looks like it's made of little Tetris shaped pieces
nice.
of wood. And the game with that is to try to interlock all of those little Tetris pieces to make the cube.
It's the Shining Time Station version of the lament configuration.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It's like what you would give a Borg for preschool homework.
It's a fresh Borg. Be nice to him.
Yeah. Little cute wooden blocks for him to play with. Perfect
Cute little-
cubes.
Cute little Borg.
I loved it whenever Picard was a Borg. I thought that was kind of the coolest.
He looked awesome. He really pulled it off.
He
I think
pulled it off.
because he was already bald. Mm-hmm. So the Borg outfit, he just kind of took to it.
I am Locutus of Borg. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, if they'd have shaved Jonathan Frakes, it would have looked weird. You know?
Mr. Frakes, we have to shave you. I'd really rather you didn't.
I quit.
He just quits.
No, he's actually been one of the most long-running Star Trek cast members and people, hasn't he? Like, he...
Oh, no!
Like, basically, every time they do a Star Trek thing, he directs some of it or, like, is involved with it, right? Like,
I mean, why not?
even behind the scenes, like, he's real big into it.
No reason not to.
We love him. I wish they would revive Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction. That was a great show.
He always asked you some insane question, but also nonchalant. He'd be like,
What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip?
Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you?
How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, John.
You ever hear strange rustlings outside your window?
I try not to think about it.
You ever step on your crack and not break your mother's back?
Is it aliens? Maybe.
Like, you're running out of these, aren't you, John?
Go outside and find out. No, Xanatos. I know your game.
I like that little slug thing on the stairs. That was fun.
They're kind of a problem. He was shooting his goo at me and infecting me with worms.
Ain't that always the way?
Ain't that just the way?
My recollection is just awful. It's because I'm old and I'm getting dementia.
Fucking pothead.
For the amount of drugs I don't do, I have a shitty memory. Can't remember. Imagine if I did.
If you did drugs, yeah, Jesus.
Be a hot mess.
If you were like perma-fried from smoking too much weed at this point, yeah, you wouldn't have a whole lot of brain left.
Yeah.
Who are these
Miss
guys
me.
now?
These are, I assume, the clergy of the Cathedral of the Deep. We've been here before.
Looking like straight up apostles.
Do you remember that? Remember the bit we did where the Elden Ring DLC came out, but we played Dark Souls 3 instead?
I do. We have an episode or two about that.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Where is that goddamned Erd tree? That was good. They're all in a playlist, actually. I did make a Dark Souls playlist that has all the times we've ever played these games.
I was invaded by Longfinger Kirk just now.
There might be
Longfinger Captain Kirk.
an Elden Ring playlist, too.
Maybe. Regardless,
I forget if I did that or not.
we were here in that episode where we pretended to play the DLC from Elden Ring, which we still have never played on the show. We've never played the actual Shadow of the Erd Tree. That looks
I gotta say,
not great.
we are hilarious, and our bits always work.
Nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
I don't like that. I don't like that over there.
that. Where's that go to the fucking?
I have no idea. I've never seen that before. Again, this is the Convergence mod, so there's all kinds of new shit. That
Pretty sure that tunnel goes directly to Coraline's house. I'm pretty sure.
There's a different mod called Dark Souls: The Arch Thrones, I think is what it's called.
Ooh.
And it's supposed to be like all of the From Software games all mashed in together into the same mod. So stuff from every From Soft game. Right now, I want to say there's like an 8-hour demo.
Ooh, interesting.
So once that's done, we'll probably play that next on the show. And this is just going to become a Dark Souls channel.
This is just Dark Souls now.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. That's all we want to do. And the occasional Kirby.
Right, Dark Souls and Kirby. That's all I'm really
Two
interested
great
in.
tastes now together.
It's a mimic. Look, so the little chain there.
Yeah.
If it's wrapped a certain way, it's just a treasure chest. If it's the way it is now,
If it's a tail.
it's got a mouth. So we're gonna go ahead and bop him,
There it is.
give him a little whack there, and hopefully we'll dodge him. Yeah,
Yeah, looks like you dodged it.
it's a good thing I also know karate.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh shit! No, I thought he.
you were there.
I was-
You had him. I don't know why he was able to do that to you.
Right,
Yeah, because you did that.
right. Well, I didn't do that. That was the problem.
Not successfully.
I was too cocky. I was like, oh, I'm to the left of him. Surely he can't bite to the left. No, he totally can. He got me.
See, he's going to be coming right at me, but I'm going to be slightly to the left. This kid's got moves.
So I got a couple things today when we went shopping. I got Hellboy the Crooked Man on Blu-ray.
Hell yeah.
It came out on, it was one of those they call it direct to VOD, direct to streaming.
Video on demand.
Yeah. And I said, I refuse. I'm not going to buy this for $20 and then not own it.
I will
won't own it.
I will not rent for that current like in theater price.
Right.
I just won't do it.
Well, you could rent it for like $10 or you could buy it for $20. And I said, or I'll just buy it on DVD or Blu-ray for $20 and it'll be great.
Right.
Right?
I like hunting for Blu-rays and DVDs in the wild.
That's great.
One of my favorite pastimes is to go hunting at old stores like that still have them.
I even dug through the discount Blu-rays just in case I'd find something because there's a second movie that I want to get on Blu-ray. I want to own Dragon Slayer on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD.
Yeah, that was tempting.
They had it on 4K, like Ultra Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, so I was like,
Dude, Dragon Slayer fucks.
I'm going through this big portal over here.
Like it's a
Fuck it.
It's a good one to have. Like if you were going to upgrade, that would be a movie to do it for.
Would be the one, huh?
Well, I think we need to do a Peter McNichol supercut because we talk about him a lot.
I'm not going through that. Change my mind.
Like more than you would think. It's interesting what you find out about yourself over time, just by looking at the data and the patterns.
Yeah.
Like if you put a supercut of us talking about how much we love Peter McNichol in Ghostbusters 2, Dragon Slayer, Dracula Dead and Loving It. Like if you just counting those, he's probably in every other episode.
Right.
Because we're always watching one of those movies or thinking about silly jokes from them. Wrong me. We literally said
Wrong me. We said it in the car today. It was
we
great.
said it in the car today. Like it just comes up.
I think these guys use dark magic, and I'm also using dark magic. So
Oh, they're not exactly vulnerable to it.
they're resistant to my.
Oh, I like that they're the Deacons of the Deep. We had deacons at my church.
Cool. I'm gonna use a different sword. We're gonna go over here.
Hey, my uncle is a deacon.
My uncle was a different sword.
Is he using dark magic?
So now we're going to use just straight up physical magic. Are they fighting each other? They're fighting each other. Why?
Like imagine your mom walking by and just looking at the screen and being like, "Oh, deacons, that's nice." Just not knowing what's
It's not
going on.
nice, actually.
Just not knowing what's going on in the game.
Yeah, this is better. This is going better.
It is going better. Oh, you health,
Except for the-
health
except for
down.
that part.
Health's down. I'm just gonna
Health
keep an
is
eye.
down.
I'm gonna keep an eye on your health bar for you. I feel
Health
like
down.
that's the only way for me to help.
I'm going to go over here. I'm going to use I have a thing I can
Did
do.
they just regenerate some fucking life? I feel like you had made more headway than that.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, I haven't done much damage.
Well, get it together, man.
I'm trying.
They're coming like John Carpenter's The Fog, though.
I'm trying.
Those red eyes.
Try harder. Do a better job.
I gotta say, I like this. I like this as a. I guess this is a boss fight.
It's a boss fight. So see,
It's weird because there's a group of them, but yeah, it's one boss.
See how this one's lit up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It kind of travels around. The little ghost pops out of there.
God.
And now he's over here.
Yeah, I saw.
And now I'm over here. Okay.
Get him.
Got him.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Oh, he's in big boy.
Yeah, he's in fatty there.
Take that, fatty.
Oh, went to the back.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta
Where is
recast
he?
my.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
No one touch me.
No one talk to me. I'm busy.
I'm doing something!
Come on.
I don't have any more Gatorade. I'm out of Gatorade.
They are almost half
not
dead
great.
though, so you're working
go.
it. It's just gonna take a minute.
I gotta find where the guy went. Maybe he's over here.
Oh.
Yep, there he is. That's the guy. That's definitely the guy.
Look at his hat. He's definitely the guy.
He's the friggin' Pope.
He's the freaking Pope. While you were gone,
I'm gonna die.
While you were gone, the Globetrotters held another press conference to crack wise about our mamas.
Don't hurt me. I'm very vulnerable. I have no life left.
Yeah, you better be careful. Now, do you gain it back by hitting them? Do you gain it back through time? Like,
No, I gain it back because I'm using this vampirism spell.
oh,
It
okay,
just
so
kind of
you're
refills my health slowly, but
you're potentially
still-
draining nearby enemies.
yeah, I could run around and
How long would it take to just drain them that way?
a while.
It'd take a minute.
I kind of want to though. I just want to see if I can. See how long I can drag this out.
I used to put the cheat codes on for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, right? So if you have the infinite balance cheat code on, you can just get into a swimming pool and grind around the edge of it, right? So it's like a closed loop.
Love it.
And just leave. You could go have dinner and come back and you've wrapped up like millions of points.
Ouch. Yeah, they got me good on that one. I don't think this isn't gonna go my way. Surely not.
You are completely surrounded.
Run away!
You are dying.
Run away!
Do your little Estus flask.
I don't have. Oh, I got some more.
You got 3 of them.
Awesome. I got 2 of them. I didn't know I got some more.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Well, it said +3, so I didn't know. Murky sediment. What is that?
+3, and by +3,
Is that
I
just
mean
what they're
+2.
leaving?
Yeah. They just leave some murky sediment for me.
Ew.
Guys, no! No! I want to survive this. More guys. God, the church is everywhere. Topical.
Truly.
Truly.
Curly Joe laughed derisively
I
at
still don't
him.
know why they're fighting each other. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's go back this way.
Yeah.
I don't like they're all crowded over
They're
there.
clumping up. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, get these guys.
So that little move takes life away from them as well. So I'm
Ooh.
fully lifed again.
Yeah, you're kicking ass.
I'm using my favorite sword too, the Astora Greatsword.
What are these?
It's just reliable.
What's the effect on you right now? It looks like little misty tentacle
the
things
vampirism
coming out of you.
thing.
That's the vampirism thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out, get out. Run.
It's fun. It looks like little blood tentacles.
I almost got him. I'll get him.
You'll get them.
I'll get him.
You're just going to need to go around the bend one more time.
Yeah. Maybe kill a couple guys that are by themselves.
Maybe drink a flask, too, because you are only halfway. You don't want to fuck this up now. You've come
Sure.
too far.
Good idea.
And
I like it.
Fatty's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get them. You got these guys. Killing the game.
It makes it sound like it's just constant chaos in my house. I assure you, the dogs are only really loud when we're recording the show.
When we're not actively paying attention to them, yeah.
Right. They're like, hey, look at me dance around. And I go,
Air of
"Yes."
fire destroyed.
Got him. Great.
Oh, I'm so proud of us. You couldn't have done that without me.
Travel to the Boreal Valley. Where's the bonfire? I just need the bonfire. I have a
Yeah.
lot of souls, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose them.
I'd like to deposit some souls, please.
I like how this guy's like, shit,
Oh, where's my
I
bros?
stuck around. I shouldn't have stuck around. All right, let's go
All right,
here.
yeah.
All right, why not?
There's got to be a bonfire close by, though, right?
gotta be something.
Whenever you pop out of here, they'll
You
probably
got to
be
give
one.
me something. That's another thing I've noticed in the Convergence mod is that the bonfires are few and far between. It reminds me more of the first Dark Souls, where just their bonfires were not super plentiful. And now I don't really know where I am.
Well, this is going to be a new area for us, but I think you should try to just find a bonfire, and maybe we could wind down talking about some of our favorite David Lynch memories.
We can. Let's do that.
You know?
Found the bonfire. We're gonna level up too.
One, it's never a bad time to talk about David Lynch, and two, it does date this episode somewhat, but he did pass relatively recently.
It's our show. We can date if we want to.
It's our show. We like to say evergreen, and like I said, never a bad time to talk about David's movies.
Right. Rest in peace, Mr. Lynch.
Rest in peace.
What a visionary.
Real artists.
And I feel like again, I didn't know him. This is just
you didn't? I thought you guys hung out all the time.
Yeah, I didn't know. He didn't seem too concerned with how other people viewed his work.
Sure.
He's like, he would basically make a thing and say, here it is.
The movie is my feelings on the movie.
I finished the movie.
Like, I made the movie. You guys want me to talk about it now? No, the movie is the talking.
Okay, we need to go. This is not a nice place to be.
I would recommend, if you are listening to this before the end of January 2025, know that you can watch the Art Life David Lynch documentary for free on Criterion Channel right now. You don't have to sign up or do anything.
Oh, very good. I like that.
They're
Great.
streaming that just to honor him. They have a bunch of his other stuff too, but they're putting that one out for free at least till the end of the month.
You and I, we both watched David Lynch stuff. I watched Blue Velvet the other night.
Sure.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
It holds up really well. And right before that, I was seeing all these TikToks where they were saying how, I guess Ebert would talk to him and say, your movie came out, I don't understand it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep watching it until I understand it.
Okay, now I've got you where I want you. And Ken, you told me that your picture spoke for itself, but tonight Naomi Watts told me that she plays, as far as she knows, between 3 and 6 characters.
How you doing, Roger?
And then I watched Blue Velvet and I go, you didn't get this?
Oh, he hated Blue Velvet.
But it didn't make any sense to me.
Ebert is legendary for fucking that review. Like, when Blue Velvet came out, he was like irate. He was like, how could you do this to Isabella Rossellini?
What do you mean, do what? It's a movie.
He thought that it degraded her as an actress and all this stuff. Like, the material was not up to par, and you know what I mean? He just hated it. Hated the whole thing. And who's the other one?
From what I know about how David Lynch treated his actors, I don't think he made her do anything she didn't want to.
They got married and continued to be collaborators and friends for the rest of his life. So I think he did right by Isabella.
Right.
I think it's fine. But Siskel kind of got it. He was like, this is a contemporary noir. Like, this movie is from a visionary director. And yeah, Ebert, that's why when you catch up to him again in 2001 and he's actually talking to David Lynch, he's like, well, clearly you've made enough movies now that, like, there's art here for me to investigate. I know that it's not just bad, but no, I don't get it.
I don't understand why anyone.
So when he's talking about he's talking about Mulholland Drive.
Okay, I got you.
He's not talking about Blue Velvet.
I was like, Blue Velvet's pretty straightforward. It's a pretty straightforward movie. I know what happened.
In 2001, he's specifically talking about Mulholland Drive because that's when Mulholland Drive came out.
That one I've never seen.
Well, you won't get that one.
Okay.
You will not get that one.
That one's pretty, like, just most people say, like, don't worry, you're not really going to get it, and that's okay.
It's easier to understand David Lynch's stuff when you just accept, not that it's random, but that it's all deeply symbolic. He's using symbols. So when he presents themes, emotions, different things like that, he's going to use symbols. So it's not going to be linear and spoon-fed to you.
Right.
It's not necessarily going to fill in every little detail. It's as much about how you feel watching it as what you can understand watching it.
I think that because maybe both of us, we both did this. We both grew up in churches. Symbolism isn't something that I don't understand.
Right.
So whenever someone presents me with a work that does consist of a lot of symbolism, I can figure it out.
Right.
I can see why things are the way they are. I understand.
Well, and there's levels to it. When in Blue Velvet, for instance, when they go from a severed ear to a pan down under the soil to gross little beetles scurrying around and stuff, like, that's it. that's the theme of the movie. You know, there's weird stuff going on up top, but it is kind of idyllic overall. You know, it's in this nice manicured spot. But if you go right under the surface, there's some weird, creepy, dark stuff going on.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town. That's common.
You know what I mean? So, like, there's symbolism like that in his stuff where you're like, well, that's one for one. I get that. That's Blue Velvet.
Right.
You get a little farther in his oeuvre to, like, Inland Empire, for instance. Like, I don't claim to know what's going on all of the time in Inland Empire. But again, that's like I said, it's not necessarily ever going to be about you understanding the story beat for beat.
Yeah, I don't overthink movies.
I try not to.
I try not to dig too deep and like, oh, why did I just see what I saw? I just accept that it happened. I go, that was odd.
If I am watching a movie, I am not trying to be cynical. I am not trying to actively pick it apart while I am watching it. And I feel like a lot of people these days, if it does not grab them in the first 30 seconds, they literally just, their brain tunes out of it and they just classify it as something they don't like.
They're like, I have to go to work. I don't have time for this shit.
It's very difficult to stay in a movie. If you're not in the theater, you know, in the dark, forced to be off your phone in front of a gigantic screen, if you're just at home, it's hard to stay in a movie. So much of the things that are made nowadays are meant to be on a secondary screen.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a sitcom you put on while you fold laundry or whatever. You're not supposed to actively engage with it. That is sort of the antithesis of David Lynch movies, which are meant to be experienced as fully as possible.
I catch myself doing a weird thing that maybe you can relate to. I'll put a movie on and then pull my phone out and then I go, wait a second. No, I sat down to watch the movie. I got to kind of shake myself out of it. And
That's good. You're actively like fighting back against the programming.
Right. And I'll go like, I can't look at my phone right now. I actually want to see what's going on in front of me.
What's that Bo Burnham quote talking about how like there are so many companies vying for every second of your time.
Sure. And
your eyeballs, your attention. We're just bombarded constantly. It's very difficult to not disassociate and doom scroll.
And I'm not going to knock him for that. I'm pretty great. I'd want my attention too. I rock.
Yeah, sure.
I fucking rock.
Sure, you rock. Yeah. But all of that stuff aside, we don't have to be negative Nancy's about the state of the world to recommend people sit down and take a minute with David Lynch. Examine how it makes you feel, honestly and truly, when you watch anything of his. Whether you're watching an episode of Twin Peaks, whether you're watching, like we've talked about, Blue Velvet, The Elephant Man is a beautiful film.
I'm a little worried you don't think I rock.
You know? And next week we're going to find out if James, in fact, does rock. If he can put this fidget toy back together, he will, in fact, rock.
Hooray!
Otherwise, I apologize for breaking your toy.
All right, I'm going to bed. I'll see you later.
Go to bed.